Yo, what's good? It's KillerJack. Just jumped off the porch with Dirty Glove Bastard.
I be getting all this money, dog. It don't make no sense.
All right, so we got the one and only KillerJack jumping off the porch with us today.
What's good? What happening?
Man, I'm feeling great. How you feeling today, man?
I'm Gucci. I'm good. Everything great.
Nah, that's what's good, man. I appreciate you coming by today, too, man. So what else you got planned here in Atlanta, or are you just in and out during this trip?
Just in and out real quick. I got some shit to do tomorrow, so, you know, directing and filming and stuff. I'm always on the go.
Absolutely.
Always gotta go, so. I wish I could stay longer and see what's popping in the city, but
yeah,
I gotta shake.
Have you ever done any shoots up here in Atlanta before? Or?
I ain't gonna lie, I have, but
yeah,
I probably wouldn't remember. I be shooting too much, so yeah, it'd be like
good problem to have, though, right?
Yeah, that's a great problem.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I pray for that, so for sure.
Yeah. All right, so you're from Broward, right?
Yeah, I'm from Broward County.
Okay. Any specific city, or you just repping the whole
Fort
county?
Lauderdale, but I'm repping the whole county though, cause
Okay.
you know, shout out to Yak, shout out to LJ and stuff like that.
Yeah.
My boy. So you know, we gotta rep the whole county. Can't just put one part in it, cause you know what I'm saying. Anybody from the county could blow. So
Absolutely.
want to make sure we show love and shit.
Yeah, Broward's been on this hot streak since Kodak blew up. It's like when he
Yeah.
popped, it kind of, you know, people were for so long were only looking at Miami. But when he popped, it was like, all right, what else is in Broward? And you see rapper after rapper getting signed.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. He really paved the way. Like even for me, like now, like ever since 2021, like when I first, like you know what I'm saying, when I first hopped out there, and started doing videos in 2020. It only took me like 6-7 months to really start get rolling because the city was just so hot. Everybody just grinding. Everybody trying to find out like you know what they good at.
Yeah. So
I just tried this camera shit and it wasn't really hard, but you know coming out my city is hard though because from Broward we kind of picky. So if they don't fuck with you, they not gonna really like. They're not gonna show you no love. They're not gonna push you out as much. You know what I'm saying? But when they rocking with you, when you a solid force to be reckoned with, they gonna, you know, everybody from the city gonna put it out there, so it's gonna spread.
Absolutely, man. So growing up, were you always like the creative type, or?
Yeah, I was actually producing and engineering before I started directing.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what had inspired you to say, let me go pick up this camera then?
Man, that shit, it really came from me producing, and I'm like, okay, making beats is fun, but I don't like being like behind the desk too much, and like all the stuff that came with making beats, it was complicated. I ain't gonna even count. Like it was fun, but it was complicated. And then engineering, I just don't feel like punching somebody in every 5 seconds. I gotta punch you in, or you know what I'm saying? I gotta punch myself in if I wanna record. There's a lot going on with that, so I gave that a break for a while, and I just remember giving it a break for like a year, and I decided to buy a camera because I was always the one capturing like moments. I was always like fond of like BET, like looking at the music videos on BET and stuff like that. So that really inspired me to go out there and like just see what that camera world about, because I figured it would be the same as engineering and producing because it's basically the same format. When I was fucking with I'm fucking with like stuff like Final Cut, Adobe. It's basically like what they call that, like Logic Pro X.
Okay, yeah.
Like FL Studios, like stuff like that. It's the same. It's just like from like wavelengths and sounds to like light and stuff like. It's the same shit, really.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So what was that first camera you bought?
Well, I had bought me a Canon.
Okay.
Yeah. After I got me a Canon, I went and got my Sony, which I use now, and I be shooting on Aries and all type of different cameras now. So
yeah,
be bouncing.
Was there any directors you had looked up to that kind of like influenced you or even inspired you to want to pick up the camera then?
Yeah, I got a wide range of people I look up to, like motherfucking all the way from like people like from my area, like Benny Flash, like 20K. Like he doing his thing, like he a legend. He been doing this shit for a minute. Who else? Cole Bennett.
Okay.
Just a lot of people, man. Even like directors who do movies, like you know what I'm saying, Tarantino. Like a lot of people. Like I just take inspiration from anybody. You could just be small or you could just be big. Like I'll take inspiration from you because it's a creative process. Like everybody got their own opinion at the end of the day. Like, everybody's just gonna say, oh, he gas or he ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's one of them things. So
Yeah.
I take inspiration from a lot of people.
So were you like self-taught, like how to shoot, how to edit and everything? Or?
Yeah, I'm self-taught. YouTube University.
Yes, sir. You can learn how to do anything on that
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah. That shit'll show you anything.
For real.
For real.
So who was like the first artist to kind of give you a chance to shoot for them then?
Like big?
It doesn't even have to be big. Everyone's got to start somewhere.
I'll probably say first, like, known artist was Rylo Rodriguez.
Okay. That
He
video
came to my
was so
city.
hard too.
Yeah. I shot No Apologies for him in Broward, like, way out west. Like, he had performed a show in West Palm Beach. And I just remember hitting somebody up like, yo, man, you think you could get in contact with him? Shot by Wolf.
Okay.
And stuff like that. But somebody from my hood had sent me his story. And I'm like, I don't know Rylo Rodriguez. Like, I don't know nobody who know him. How the fuck I'm
Was
gonna
he
get in
asking
contact?
for a cameraman or something? Or?
Yeah, he was asking for one, and somebody from my hood had sent me the story. And I'm like, man, by now I know somebody who know him and shot by Wolf. I hit him up, and as soon as I hit him up, like 2 minutes later, I'm getting a phone call like, hey, where you at? Like, I'm getting a FaceTime. I'm like, the fuck? I put up on him at the club. We were vibing good. He was just checking me out and stuff like that. He was vibing and shit. We was in the strip club and stuff. He was performing. After his performance, he's like, hey, I'm gonna drop the dot. Just slide. It was like, that shit was about fucking an hour away, bro.
You said
I'm like,
far
damn.
last time.
And I just drove from way down Miami. Cause I just came from a shoot. I was actually shooting all day. So when he had hit me, I was just on go. I only had like 20% of my battery shooting his whole video.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it was crunch time. I'm like, damn, I don't got my charger with me. I ain't playing nothing, but God made a way and I made it happen, so.
Yeah. And that ended up being your first million view video, right?
Yeah, million, yeah, hell yeah. That really got the buzz going. I already had a buzz going because I was working so hard around the city, so that helped get it like solidified.
Okay. So how'd you lock in with Kodak then?
I locked in with Kodak through working hard. After that, I was just grinding for like 3-4 months. Like, I got Rylo in like April. And Kodak came in like June, July-ish, a few months after that, because I was doing so much hard work around the city. And I remember his cousin Heem nigga FaceTime me. He was like, I didn't even know he was gonna link me with Yak at all. That shit was just a surprise. He had FaceTime like, hey bro, like, you feel me? Shoot me a music video. He was just bullshitting me though. Whole time I'm in Walmart shopping. I'm like, hey, like, what's going on? He like, hey man, shoot me a music video real quick. Like, what it's looking like? I'm like, shit, it's whatever, man. I fought with you tough, so it's like, just drop me the dot. He like, hey though, somebody else really want to talk to you. He passed the phone to me. It was Yak.
Oh shit.
I like, man, my cousin been telling me about you, man. Pull up on me right now. I'm in GA. I'm in Golden Acres. And I just pulled up, and from then on, it was history.
What was the first video you shot for him?
Senseless.
Okay.
Yeah, that's when he had deactivated his Instagram. So that shit really did real good. That shit did so good. After that, he just hit my phone. He got my number. He was like, yeah, boy, you kidnapped.
Yeah. Wow, you snapped on that shit, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
Yeah, that bitch great. I think it's over 30 million views or some shit like that.
Yeah, that bitch did it fast though. It was like 1.5 million views every day. Like quick, and I went number one quick. I'm watching my shit. I ain't never been number one before. I'm watching my shit go up. Then I'm like, damn, what the fuck going? My followers just. I posted that shit on my page, bro. Like, cause he ain't had no Instagram. So when I posted that shit on my Instagram,
that shit went up.
That was the only, and I beat the internet. I
shot the video.
I shot the video that night, and like 6 hours later, I sent him the video. He posted that bitch immediately. He ain't even text me.
He just uploaded.
He ain't tell me nothing. He just posted that bitch. I went to sleep because it's like fucking 6, 7 in the morning when I sent that shit. I went to sleep. I woke up. My phone got hundreds of notifications. Everybody blowing my phone up. Family members, friends. Everybody like, bro, when you did some shit for Kodak? Like, I just did that last night. Like, my shit did crazy, bro. Like, my Instagram went up, boy.
Yeah, I could imagine, man.
Yeah.
What's it like working with Kodak on the set?
It's unexplainable, bro. He funny. Like, bro, really, he lit. Like, he's not what you would expect. Every day is a different him. So he's really a creative. Like, he good at directing himself. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he one of them people. It come naturally. He never forced nothing. Like, he never told me, how to do shit. He never had something to say about the edit of mine or how I wanted to do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? If anything, like, he'll ask me, like, what I'm thinking sometimes, and I'll tell him the truth. So it'd be like, we just bounce off each other, energy and shit like that.
Now, do you prefer just to pull up and do the running guns, or do you prefer to do treatments with them?
I do it all. So everybody nowadays call me for everything. Like if you got a $100,000 video, I'll do it. You got like a Rylo running gun in the street, you just got your homeboys out there, you in front of the trap house, I'll do it. So it don't really matter to me. Like, it's all the same, it's all the art. Because at the end of the day, the running gun's gonna keep you relevant in the streets. Like the big industry shit, that's just for people to know that you're capable of being like creative. That's like for people to know that, okay, like if I got some real money and I got like a big ass feature from like Lil Baby or somebody, like I could go to him and he'll rip both. Like it's either or with him, like, you know, cause it could go either way.
Yeah.
Like some people will call you and they got a big feature and they just want the streets to come out. Other people will call you and they got a big feature, they want to be fancy with it. Like they want a whole rollout, like they want to look like money been spent. So I give people what they want. So
Yeah, I dig that.
I'm in both lanes right now, so I don't really care.
Yeah. Versatile 3, I was telling you off camera, this is like one of my favorite videos.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, so talk about that shoot, man. There's just so much going on in that bitch.
Bruh, that shoot took, well, first of all, I spent a week with Yak. I'm at his house every day. I ain't even going home. I'm at his house every day. I'm sleeping on his couch, like, type shit. Me and bro hitting the club. I'm seeing his everyday activity. Like, this is the first time we actually spent a lot of time together. And he played me the song in the studio. He like, I want you to shoot Versatile 3. He gave me all his hits, though. I ain't gonna lie for it yet. That's my boy.
Oh,
he
no,
gave
he
me,
blessed
he
you,
gave
absolutely.
me like certain songs that everybody knew about, like Versatile 3. Like, everybody know about the first Versatile and Versatile 2. So when he played the record, he was like, this shit gotta be just a whole bunch of shit, though. Like, I want this shit to be crazy. Like, you feel me? Like, I want this shit to be like, whatever I'm saying, I like that shit to come to life. And that's what I see a lot of artists doing now. Like, whatever they say, they want that shit to come to life. They say, well, I got this couple lean right here. They want to show it because the audience feel it. Like, it's more organic. Like, they love that shit. But going back to that Versatile 3, I ain't gonna lie. It took us like 3-4 days to do it. But that's because he had so much shit going on. He had interviews in between that. He had performances, like, you know what I'm saying? He had features to do, but it was a lot of fun. Like, we just try to have fun.
Yeah, and it's like one of his longer songs, too. Like, that bitch just keeps
Man,
going.
that shit took me a while to edit. I ain't gonna cap.
It's like editing 2 or 3 different videos.
That's the second video I edited. Man, that shit. But the funny thing about me and his workflow at that time, we'll start on Versatile 3. We'll shoot like 2-3 scenes right here. And then we'll start on another song right after, like 2 hours later when he switch up the vibe and he got a whole nother mood. And later on that night, we'll probably do a whole nother song. So it's like we working on 3 videos at one time. That's the only artist I work with that work like that.
That's wild.
Yeah, 3 videos one day, but it all makes sense when I get all the footage and go back home. I'm like, damn, this shit makes sense.
Yeah. Who's the white guy at the end of Versatile 3? Or is he Spanish? I don't know.
Johnny Monsoon.
Yeah.
I'm hearing that Johnny used to be his engineer.
Okay.
So he shout out to Johnny like before one of his earlier like mixtapes. Johnny used to be his engineer type shit. Legendary.
Did Yak call him to pull up, or was he just already there? Okay.
Yeah, gonna put the piece together.
For sure.
And
Man's wilding out in the fucking video.
yeah, he doing a lot of shit. You running around taking his clothes off, a whole bunch of crazy shit, you feel me? But that's fun though. That's what people want to see.
Yeah.
Like, people don't want to see you do the same shit every day. Like, even if it's a running gun, bro, you gotta think. It's entertainment. Like, nobody want to sit down and watch you do the same shit at the gas station 50 times.
Yeah.
That's not fun.
How long would you say it took you to develop like your edit style?
To be honest, I still really don't have a style, but for some odd reason, like, people would tell me, like, my shit give them authentic. Like, I try not to go and think about how I'm gonna edit it. I just try to focus on making a movement, like, right then and there, like, telling them boys the truth. If I feel like that shit ain't gas, I'm gonna just be like, look, like, that shit ain't hitting. Or I might just yell out, hey, everybody get lit, like, you know what I'm saying? Or, hey, somebody come twerk in front of the camera, like, you know, little fun shit. So, but After Senseless, that's when I really got that's when I really realized, because everybody was asking me for that same style. Even today, people ask me for that same type of style. So I'll probably say after Senseless, like immediately, like as soon as I did that video, I knew like as soon as I watched it go #1, like, yeah, this is what people want. Like this is a new style, and everybody want. I'm reading the comments, everybody like, damn, we ain't never seen Kodak look like this before. He look like Kodak for real, like he in the trenches, like this shit look authentic, like this shit like I'm there. So after that, I just try to focus on making people feel like they're inside the video, like they was right there when it was being shot.
Yeah, it turned out dope too, man.
Appreciate it.
The song with the video with Hotboii and Kodak, man. Did you guys rent out the strip club, or was the strip club open at the time?
Man, that bitch out.
Okay.
We had to do that. There's gonna be too much commotion in there.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna be able to. I was gonna be fighting with people in there. Hell no.
So you brought the keyboard in and everything.
Yeah, we brought the keyboard in. I'm like, it'll be dope cause you know, it was a ratchet song. He talking about recording first, like some of these artists like Hotboii and Kodak and a few other people, like they'll really be in the club and you probably look at them and they'll probably be thinking about it like a hit. Like they'll probably be like on some whole other shit. Meanwhile, it's like 1,000 bitches in front of them shaking their ass, type shit. So it's like it be like that for real. Yeah. Like or your producer might be in the club and he might hear a song that come on. He like ooh, and he just go to doing little shit with his hands. He be like, oh shit, yeah. After this, we finna slide to the stool, type shit. So yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas. That was like his family, right?
Yeah, that's all his family.
Okay. So what was that experience like to get, fans got to see another side of Kodak on that one?
That's like, how can I put it? That was 2021, so that was like his first year home. He just wanted to, I feel like he feel like his videos like timestamps of his life too. So it's like, he really thinks about them videos, like, you know what I'm saying, deeper than the average person would think about them. Nightmare Before Christmas, when I got the phone call, I always love his ideas and stuff like that. He like, man, I want to do some shit. He already set it up, first of all, so that wasn't for the video. Like, he already like had that plan on giving his little cousin stuff, but the fact that they're in the video and the fact that it came from his heart genuinely, that's a timestamp. Like, them videos ain't never coming down when you think about it. So it's like, they could go back to that years from now and be like, damn, I remember my big cousin gave me some gifts for Christmas, and it was his first year home. We seen him all year at every birthday party, at everything. So that was like, that made me feel good because I was always a fan of his work and stuff like that.
Real shit, man.
I was always watching the videos. I ain't never know I was gonna be doing their videos and even interacting with these people. So.
And now you got the two new singles, Walk and Spin.
Yeah. Had to merge them too.
Yeah. So what was the inspiration going into shooting these? Was this something just, looked like a little more thought came into some of these?
When shooting these, we just want to make sure like we keep the grunginess and make it look fancy. Yeah. Cause we ain't want to make it look too Hollywood. At the end of the day, people don't want to see that. Like certain times, yeah, it's called for, but we just want to have fun. That's another thing we just want to have fun on. I feel like. That was the thought process, to have fun. Yeah. Even when he came out with the pink mask, I ain't even expect. I'm like, oh, that's lit. That's gas right here. Yeah. So.
Have you been surprised how quickly shit's taken off for you? Like you said, 2 years. You're only 2 years into this shit.
I'm not surprised. I just feel like I prayed for all of this. So at the end of the day, what I get is what I asked for. So now I have to handle it. Now I gotta accept what comes with it. Yeah. So it's pretty humbling. It'll teach you a lot about yourself. It'll teach you a lot about life and people in general and the culture. It'll show you what you mean to the culture. It'll show you that, you're more than the average person. So, yeah, I'm really enjoying this, though.
Yeah. At what point did you realize, I need to hire some help here, too, on set?
Man, right now. Honestly, man, I'm busy as fuck right now. But hiring help to me is like, I'm real critical about that. Because I did everything myself for so long. I don't just want anybody coming in just because, they qualify. I want people to really love what they're doing. So therefore, I don't have to tell you what to do. Like when we collaborate, you're just gonna come up with it. We're just gonna bounce off each other. It's just gonna be a vibe. But yeah, I'm still looking for help right now. I wouldn't even call it help. I'm looking for like other people like me, creators. I'm looking like inspiration. Yeah. More so.
No, it's important so you don't get burnt out too, man.
Yeah, that's important. But nowadays, I'm pacing it anyways. So anybody trying to burn me out, I'll let them know ahead of time. Like, look, bro, this is gonna take me a little longer because I got a life too. At the end of the day, I got a daughter, I got bills, I got, I want to have my fun too. Everybody want me everywhere at one time. How the fuck I'm going?
It's impossible.
I can't please everybody and still be happy. And then you want me to be creative as fuck when I walk into a situation like the dumbest situation. You want me to spice it up. How I'm gonna be able to do that if I'm not happy? So I'm starting to take my time with it a little bit more.
Yeah, no,
that's what
smart.
I say.
Yeah. What was it like working with Pluto on the new Lil Double video?
It was magical. That's another person I listen to every day type stuff. I was actually with him 2 days before that.
Okay.
Type stuff. Me and Boston Rich, I was showing Boston Rich a video. And was at one of the studio houses. So that was nice. Stuff like that. Chopping it up with Boston and him and FBG them. Like, them boys good people. So yeah, it was cool. It was a great experience.
Yeah. What's Future like on set?
Straight to action, like he's straight to work. Like whenever he get there, you just gotta, everything might as well be set. He been doing this for a long time. So that's how it's supposed to go anyways. When the artist get there, everything's supposed to be set up. Like nothing's supposed to be like looking like, damn, what's going on? I gotta wait 30 minutes because every time is money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially if
I'm burning the time, then I'm gonna have to ask for more money because it's a whole crew there. So it's like, yeah.
I want to talk to you about this Believe in Me for FCG Heem. Did you get nervous at all climbing up there to the top of the billboard? Or?
I actually got some BTS of that. Hell, I don't really like heights like that. They had to make me get up there, bro. Like,
yeah, because there's like there's no railing or anything. It's just that platform up there.
He ain't from Lauderdale too, so I had to get up there because that's my first. Like he leading the way for Fort Lauderdale right now, so I had to get up there. I had no option, so like I didn't want to get up there, but at the end, I thought it was fun. So anything I think is fun, I'm gonna do it. If I'm gonna jump out of the plane, I'm gonna do that bitch. So yeah, I'm definitely.
Was that something you were just like, man, let me get this scene and get the fuck down, man?
Yeah, hell yeah, man. After that, I'm like, man, get me off this shit, bro. I ain't on that.
Like, get a drone next time.
Yeah, that's what I should have did. I was thinking about doing, but it was so last minute.
Yeah.
I ain't had the opportunity.
That was a good look, because just for him even having that billboard in the city, I know that's
yeah,
big.
that was monumental, I never seen nobody from our city do that, like, you know what I'm saying, besides X.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, X. So.
Yeah, that was major. Loe Shimmy's been going up, man. I know you work with him a lot, man.
That's what I'm going to meet tomorrow.
Oh, for real? Okay.
In Baltimore, him and Lamar.
Okay.
Type stuff, so I'm going to get some shit in with him.
Yeah. First of all, just speak about your relationship with Lamar Jackson, man.
That's my boy. Him and Loe Shimmy real close.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I met Lamar through his cousin 26. Shout out 26, free coop and shit. So it's like, when he heard about me, I guess he been seeing my work.
Okay.
Cause everybody from the city gonna pay attention to certain stuff every now and then. So when he seen my work and he was hearing about me, he just decided to fly me out to Cali for like a week, the Super Bowl weekend that just passed last year.
Okay.
So I got to spend time with him and ask him stuff I really wanted to know and just really see it from his perspective. And I look up to him. I look up to all these boys, like, you feel me, all my peers. They inspire me. So for me to hear that he feel like he hasn't accomplished much and he be breaking records and shit, that shit really mean a lot to me. So it humbles me. So he keep me grounded and stuff like that. Kodak, like, inspiration to make me go out there and pop my shit, like, to make me go out there and be different and be me, genuinely. So, hell yeah.
Oh, that's hard, man. Going back to Loe Shimmy, not the same. Did it take much talk to get you guys behind the line at the Waffle House?
Nah, man. Shimmy gonna finesse. Like, Shimmy smooth, man. Working with Shimmy is fun, bro. Like, working with him is like as fun as working with anybody. Like, he smooth, he understanding, like, bro really grind hard. Like, he care about this shit like that. I feel like he gonna be one of the biggest ever. Like, personally, like,
he's on his
he's
way,
different.
man.
Like,
yeah.
A lot of people don't really know how different he is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro really got some shit in the vault. Like, anybody I work with, I spend time with them anyways. So I don't really like to work with people I don't have like a connection with because it's not gonna make sense. was gonna feel forced. You could tell behind the camera, but Shimmy, hell yeah, he lit.
Yeah, I think he's next up out of Broward for sure.
He next up for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
How'd you get the opportunity to work with Digga D?
Man, they found me on the internet.
Really? Okay.
I thought they DM was fake, bro.
Did it
I
come
swear
from
to
his
God.
page or?
Nah, it came from their business page. I'm looking at that shit like, cause usually I don't really even go through my DMs in the first place. So it's like, when I seen that DM, I'm reading this shit. I'm like, from the UK, got an artist. I go on the little business page, shit. I'm looking at that shit like, okay, they seem legit. And then when I got their phone number, I FaceTime them. And they had put us in a group FaceTime. I'm like, oh shit, this shit is real. Cause you never know who's who. Like
course,
a lot of times
yeah.
I done beat them passed up somebody DM, not even looking at my DMs or like, you know what I'm saying, not knowing who's who or who's manager. Just because, people look like regular people. Like we all regular people at the end of the day. So they found me through Instagram, bro.
That's it.
And they was already ripping and running through Florida. I'm like, what the fuck y'all doing in Florida? They had shook Florida, went to the Bahamas, came back, shot that shit with me, shot like 3 videos with me, went to New York, oh man, they lit, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. That UK shit, it was different.
Absolutely.
Like the accent, like everything, that shit was just sending me up. Like that shit was just like making me laugh and stuff like that. Cause not too many people shot people from UK, especially not on Digga D level. Like you feel me, bro, lit. So
yeah, you international with it.
I'm
now.
international, really. I went #1 with that video too.
I saw that.
Like with one of them. So it's like, yeah.
Did they talk about ever like bringing you out there too to shoot some
Hell
shit?
yeah, but I just ain't been going out there because I need a team to go out. I want a team to go out there. And 1 and 2 is like, my daughter too young right now, so I just want to spend time like on this side because if I go out there, I want to go out there for like at least 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
I got a family, so I got to think about that.
No, that's true, bro. What has being a father taught you about life?
It taught me ain't no balance with this shit. It taught me that you got to sacrifice. Sometimes I done turned down big shoots, and people probably thought it was because I didn't want to be there, but in reality, I got my daughter today, or you know what I'm saying? So it taught me that, it ain't no such thing as missing an opportunity. 'Cause sometimes I like, damn, I done missed an opportunity. I done missed a big ass video. Shit double back around. I'm not keeping up with trends.
Yeah. No, it's always family first, man. That's
Yeah,
for sure.
you ain't got to keep up with no trends. Just do you.
Absolutely, yeah. How'd you get the opportunity to work with Monaleo?
That was lit. Actually, I found her through y'all platform.
Okay.
So I found her through watching Dirty Glove Bastard off the porch. And at first I DM'd her, but then that's before I blew. Like before Rylo Rodriguez, like 2-3 months, like in February or some shit like that, or January, I DM'd her, but she was already gone with that hit single. She had Beating on Your Block. So I unsent the shit. But when I linked up with her, cause now I have like, it's so crazy now. Cause nowadays I can really I could reach out to anybody, or anybody could reach out to me, and I'd be like, hey, I want to work with you, and that actually happened. Cause now I got a resume. So I went back, cause I'm like, damn. I remember that's one of the first artists I wanted to work with, cause I was like, damn. When I first found out about it, I was interested. I'm like, okay, she lit. So I reached out to her managers and stuff like that. She came down to Rolling Loud. She showed me some love. She brought me on stage with her. We had a good vibe, and then after that, she ain't pressed me or nothing like that, because I had to go work with Rob 49 and stuff like that. So it was just good energy, and I like, you know what, I'm free, so I'm gonna just go double back in Houston and go fuck with her and Guapo. And then I did that, accomplished that. So
Yeah. Free Guapo too, man.
He free now.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
is he
free.
out now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I FaceTimed him like the other day.
Oh,
He free.
shit. Yeah, we've been trying to get him on the porch for like over a year.
Oh, G?
Man. Yeah. 'Cause he's dope, man.
Yeah, my boy, he be ripping and running.
Yeah, so have you noticed like more artists from outside of Florida been hitting you up for these videos now?
Oh yeah, everybody from every coast, like everywhere, like even from Haiti.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, I'm Haitian too, so from Haiti, people from all over, bro. Like people from like Bahamas, people from like UK still, Cali, wherever, Canada, like, you know what I'm saying? But you know how it be. You gotta make sure we see it through.
Yeah, like you said, there's a lot of places they want you at, man.
Yeah, we gotta talk. We gotta talk business.
What's some advice you would share to some upcoming directors?
I would say me personally, I would probably say like, don't be looking at other people success, or don't look at, oh, he's shooting all the lit videos right now, like, bro, so lit. Like, you gotta think about it. There's a lot of stuff that come behind this. 1, 2, we out here risking our lives every day, especially when we shoot running guns. 3, I say, just do whatever you feel like is lit, and do it genuinely, and don't bandwagon. Don't be out here chasing clout, and don't be on a nigga dick too hard, because at the end of the day, you gotta realize, like, everybody human. Like, nobody gonna want you in their presence, and you around here. Let's just say such and such bring you on a shoot for them, and you see somebody bigger over here because they in the same, you know, for area facility. Like, don't go over there and make it look all strange. Like, oh shit, like, oh this such and such. So you know what I'm saying? Just keep your composure, stay calm. It's gonna come to you. Everybody got to get a turn. So
Yeah.
stay calm.
This is wise
That's what
words.
I say.
Yeah,
That's how I treat it anyways. I don't really be like on that shit.
I dig that. I do want to ask you, like, what's your thoughts on rappers using guns in their videos?
I don't even deal with that anymore.
I know you don't use it anymore.
Yeah, so I don't really care. That's for like people who coming up. Cause people who got something to lose, they're not finna do that. Like, these boys be already catching charges. Like, these boys got deals and brand sponsorships. Like, nobody wanna lose all that shit just because I'm trying to prove a point that I'm gangster. Like, I feel like it ain't really necessary anymore to me. But if you wanna have it, I'm not gonna tell you. I'm gonna just make everybody unload the gun. If I'm working with artists like that, I'll let them know, like, personally, I'll speak to them. Like, cause people, like, behind the camera, they forget, like, bro, you could talk to these people. Like, you could tell them, like, how you feel about stuff, because at the end of the day, you is pointing a gun at me. So I don't feel like it's necessary.
No,
You could be gangster as fuck without
Yeah,
one.
that's what I
Like,
feel
everybody know you own that without a gun, bro.
Yeah.
Especially if you done did your work. Like, you feel me?
Yeah, I feel like most artists should be way past that at this point. Like, maybe your first video you want to show.
First
that shit
video,
off.
you know, that's gonna get you lit, because everybody gonna be like, oh shit, they got them sticks. But nowadays, it's become so.
It's shit so played out.
It's so played out, bro. Like, you be more cooler with a Nerf gun or a water gun, actually.
Real shit.
You look way more lit. Like, you feel me? Real guns get you cased up. It's just too much. You just don't want to create a history of violence, you know, especially for the culture. You want to just move forward, because the biggest rappers nowadays ain't doing that. It don't make no sense to it. You got to think about it. You creating a history for yourself, for these people to watch. Like, I mean, it's good for development. Like, if that's what you was on, like, people gonna like, oh damn, he went from guns to suits, or like, he went from doing shit with such and such. Now he with Ed sharing them, and you know what I'm saying? So it's like progress, but it ain't needed.
Nah, I agree, man. Can you reveal any videos you got, you know, tucked away, ready to drop?
But I don't even know.
As soon as
I
you're done
know,
with
but
them, you
I
forget
don't
them.
know.
Huh?
Like, I know because I be sending shit out, but I'm still waiting on a lot of stuff to get cleared up. I'm still waiting on, and then a lot of stuff, you know, be contracts, so I can't really say because I don't know, people like getting me for unreleased songs.
Yeah.
I came out doing unreleased songs.
Really?
Yeah, so a lot of people like getting me for stuff that ain't dropped yet, so we could release it together and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I really like doing unreleased anyways, because stuff that's already out is like, there's nothing you could do about it. Unless it's a remix on a feature, I don't mind, but I really like unreleased better.
Yeah.
It's new to the fans, like they never seen this type of look before, or, you know, just new music in general, people consume it differently.
Yeah. No, that's smart. So, like, what's some of your end goals? Like, I'm sure you got goals bigger than just shooting music videos. What's something else you're really trying to get into?
Personally, I say anything creative, like movies, sports entertainment, you know what I'm saying? I want my hand in every branch. I can get it in fashion. I'll do stuff for runways, I'll do stuff for anybody, you know what I'm saying? It just gotta make sense with my brand. Like the whole KillerJack thing, like, you know, it just gotta make sense. Whenever I construct it and whenever I truly figure out like which route I really wanna go with my aesthetic and stuff like that, and as far as what I wanna deliver to the people, then I'm gonna just do whatever is like relatable for me.
Yeah.
I'll do a Super Bowl commercial, I'll do anything. Like, at the end of the day, it's all creativity. You keep your mind going. Like, staying in music is fine and all that, but you know, there's more stuff you can do with a camera. A camera's universal. So besides that, I'll probably say own my own record label. I'll do that because I see the ins and outs. I deal with record labels. I deal with artists every day. I have to spend time with these artists. Sometimes they ask me for advice on their artists, so I be having an A&R a little bit. I'll tell record label, look, they next. I'm working with this artist right now, watch them blow. And I done did that shit with multiple artists. I'm like, bro, I'm working with them, they next, go grab them. They ain't never go grab them, now they going up. And I'm like, damn, we should have listened to you, bro. Like, we should have went and grabbed such and such. So it'd be like that.
No, that makes sense because I'm sure you got the ear for this shit too. Bro.
I gotta have it now because I got the eyes for it, I got the ears for it, and I got the voice to direct. So it's like I would know what an artist is missing 9 times out of 10. Yeah. Because I done work with greats. So.
For sure, man. All right, Jackie, got a shout out you like to give before we wrap it up here, bro?
Shout out anybody doing anything from Broward. Shout out the whole county. Shout out everybody that supports and everybody who's watching, stuff like that.
I be getting all this money, dog. It don't make no sense. No, I don't